Hi guys, welcome back to the Mountain Life channel with David and Kelsey. Today we're doing our introduction on our amazing machine that we got. It is the
Bluetti 2000 watt battery bank system.
Yeah, new to us, we love it.
Yes, Bluetti reached out to us and asked if we wanted to try out their product and do a review on it, and at first I kind of said no, that's not really what we're about and stuff like that, and I talked to Kels and it honestly made sense to have power where we cannot get power. One thing that I know this has really helped us out on was when we had to go night cutting for firewood, we had to bring lights.
We actually bought a light thinking it could run off of, plugging it into the truck lighter.
Well, I thought it was a battery powered light or a rechargeable light.
We just didn't think that it needed, an actual plug-in. And sometimes you buy stuff like that and you don't know. And this is great for camping. I know we'll take that light camping with us to light up camp at night, and you don't think about some of the things that you need.
Yes. So yeah, we got to test this out. Like I said, we took it with us night cutting for firewood. I did not get it out of the vehicle. It was raining that night. We didn't even film that night. But just to be able to run lights, and heck, them lights were so bright, and have something that worked.
And it gives me peace of mind knowing that he has a battery bank in case, Lord knows, anything happens. You could run a heater off of it. You could run, there's multiple different purposes for this. It could be used as a survival tool for sure.
Yes.
And the awesome thing is it actually can be charged with a cigarette lighter. So you could, take it, and let's say it runs out of battery, you can charge it from your car. And you can also do solar system, obviously a regular plug-in in the house. They talked about lead acid batteries.
Yes, it definitely, they do sell. One thing I do want to get, Kelsey mentioned running it and having a backup source. They sell a plug-in that you plug into this machine, and it has jumper cable ends that you can hook up to your vehicle. That is definitely something. I know when we go camping, we're always trying to charge our camera equipment, well, our cell phones and stuff like that, to do videos and stuff, but especially out camping, this would be awesome to have. I know we had talked about maybe getting some solar panels, and we might be working with another company on that. But aside from that, we will get into the Bluetti 2000 watt battery bank and get into some of its features. I will do some video clips. I've ran this thing with some power tools and stuff like that, and we will show you some video here after we go through the features of it. Okay, now we will go over some of the features of the Bluetti. Starting out, here's your power button. Now when you first get this battery bank system, you're supposed to plug it in and let it charge to 100%. As you can probably see, it's at 95%. I have used it since the last time I charged it. It also has a 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter port, a type C charging port, a 60 watt, a 12 volt 3 amp, as well as a DC output 12 volt 25 amp, a USB 5 volt 3 amp. There's 2 of those, and you have 6 AC output 120 volt with 2000 watt plug-ins. You have a touchable interaction LCD display screen, which is very easy to use. Here, if you want to run DC or AC, you can turn on or off. Now on the top, it has 2 15 watt wireless charging output pads for your wireless charging devices. Down here on the left hand side, when you are looking at the front of the Bluetti, you have both inputs, one for a car and one for your house to charge up the battery bank system. Well, now that we went over some of the features of the Bluetti portable power station, I kept saying battery bank. They call it the portable power station. Same diff to me. I'm just a guy who cuts firewood for a living. But I think one of the main things that really drew us into saying yes to Bluetti and trying out their portable power station is definitely if we move to the property. Especially they do have it to where you can hook up solar panels to this. Um, Definitely would be nice to have, because we are still unsure if we're gonna do on grid or off grid. But this will definitely be able to charge up laptops for Kelsey for her college work, for her schooling and stuff like that when she's at home going over her student stuff. So.
And I think another thing that is awesome is to know that you have this. We have a lot of freezers with a lot of meat in them, and if for some reason our power goes out in this little house that we're in right now, or even if we decide to do the backpacking trip over in Montana, we can run a refrigerator or a freezer off of this battery bank system or station.
Yeah.
And that is something that's huge, because as people that buy bulk food, we have a big family, and so we try and stock for if something happens and we can't either storm or something like that, and we can't make it to get food. So that's a lot of food. That's a lot of we don't waste here in this household. So to know that our food would be safe and we could still run our freezer and preserve our meat, and
yes, that's definitely
huge.
One of the big things in the fall, summer, fall. We go salmon fishing. We live a subsistence lifestyle pretty much, and the meat we catch out of our waters and the meat we get from hunting is very valuable to us. And if our freezers were to go down, or the power was to go out and our freezers weren't able to run, that's a big loss. Hunting season is in the fall. It's not like I can just go and get an animal whenever I want. So having all that time and effort at risk is a lot of stress.
Well, that, and we've had, you have power problems in your house, and let's say an outlet stops working and we don't have a close outlet, and we don't want to run, it's a little bit more dangerous to run extension cords through your house rather than have, a battery station that we could use and rely on, and all we have to do is make sure that this, the display is still on saying how much percent we have, and that's crucial. I know we get on our kids a lot because we go out camping and somebody might not shut the door all the way. So lights being left on in cars, or anything like that.
Dome lights, especially
dome
when we're
lights,
camping.
Yeah.
Kids go, can we go get something out of the vehicle? Well, they either leave the door cracked a little bit or they turn on a dome light. And to have this, especially if we only have one vehicle, that is definitely one item we will be purchasing from Bluetti, is their portable jumper cables that plug into this. Machine. And
and batteries don't always last, so maybe we think our battery in our car is just fine and we're out wood cutting, or we're out doing anything. You always want to have this, because when you have family out in the rig with you and it's cold or it's roasting, you want to make sure that you have a reliable way to take care of your family. And I think what's awesome and what I love is that it comes with a portable bag for the cords, because it's kind of hard to always find a bag.
Track.
We'll find a bag, I'll go to the store and get one. I'll go to the store and get one.
A million cords, cell phones, portable radio, chargers.
So this is definitely a bonus completely, because it's like, it says it right on it. We could go tell the kids, go up, grab the bag that, has Bluetti on it, and they can find it, Anybody can find it, if anything ever happens to us or we need it. That was our biggest draw point, is, you want to buy nice things like this, but it's always for everybody, when are we going to do it? We can wait on it a little bit. And so we were blessed that a company reached out to us.
And honestly, I had been looking at solar panels and different things like that. And then once we get to the property, I was also thinking about generators. Generators do put off a lot of smells and stuff like that. And most of I trap and I hunt. And those are a big...
Well, and to run even if we buy a camper or something, you could run
this size right here would actually run mostly everything we have in our small house. I did research after Bluetti reached out to us and watched other folks' videos on what these can actually do, and I noticed a lot of folks have their house hardwired to plug into these systems, and they do have bigger systems with bigger battery banks, and they will last 2 to 3, 4, 5 days, I think. And especially in major power outages, and if there was a disaster, definitely would be a nice piece to have.
You're thinking, because a lot of people, they're like, yeah, we want to go out, we want to buy nice things, especially if it's something that your family's going to rely on or could possibly have to rely on at some point if that's what you're buying it for. The convenience alone, and not worrying about generators, it's good to have both, but this is definitely a safer alternative, and I would feel more comfortable having it in my house. Let's say if we had a natural disaster, because like David said, generators do put off a lot of smell and everything else, and Lord knows that's probably not good to be.
Well, that and generators, carburetors gum up, and there's a lot of mechanical disadvantages to having generators and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a very, very nice thing. Like I said, I've been doing some testing with it and trying it out. I will show you guys some clips of me using this, and yeah, it's the Bluetti. They go Bluetti AC200. Sorry guys, the Bluetti AC200P portable power station. Sorry if I butchered that, but you guys get the raw cut of our channel. We're not some big YouTubers who are claim to be professionals. We give you the raw and our honest opinion about things, and one of the opinions about this is I would recommend it. Definitely recommend.
And I love how simple it is.
Yes.
It tells you what everything is. Some sites and everything, or equipment, they don't have a good layout, and I looked over it, and within 5 minutes I had a grasp when we first got it of what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to use it, different ways you can use it, and I was really intrigued.
Very well thought out.
Yeah, very well thought out and very well planned out, and I was very intrigued by knowing that it could run off of a car, because I was kind of curious about that. Before reading the manual when we first got it, I was like, something like that would be awesome, but how are you going to charge it? If you're
exactly.
And they already thought of that, and that's incredible. And even running it off as, like David said, solar system.
You charge it off a generator. You can charge it off
off a generator even.
Off a solar system, off a car. Yeah, it's very well thought out. We will be leaving a link in the description to the Bluetti 200P portable power station. And yeah, I have trouble with
mouthful. But it's one of those.
Anyhow, they do have bigger systems if you want to.
And the accessories sound amazing as well.
Yeah, there is a whole line of accessories. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description. Go check out their website. And
I love that it runs with a digital screen too. Because let's say you're out camping and you don't have a flashlight on you or something.
Yeah.
It's easy to see because that screen lights up pretty good. And so that's huge as well. And, I'm pretty sure it's super easy once you get it going. If you wanted to have a kid come over and push the button for you, or, I'm really, really excited to see what we'll do with it in the future. I know we're going to use it, and I just can't wait.
One thing that I really like about it is, where we live in a rental house. I have a small shed that I work on chainsaws and stuff like that, and I actually run an extension cord from the house, and that's how I power my lights and stuff in there. And half the time I have my air compressor hooked up for blowing out air filters and stuff on chainsaws. Well, if I want to go use the Dremel tool or the grinder while the air compressor's running, it's a pain in the butt because it'll kick a breaker in the house. I've done it multiple times. Now having this, I can run a lot more power tools and stuff when I'm working in the shed. So it's a very, very big plus in my book. So
I'm just excited to see it in action for camping. I think, when I first thought of it, I was like, all these other possibilities, but our main thing is camping, and that's something that we love, the convenience, and that this would be something awesome to add in, that it's a safety net for rigs or anything.
Run lights around camp and stuff like that. Where we camp up in the mountains, there are wolves, and actually in one of our videos this summer when we were camping, our daughter had went up to use the outhouse, and she seen a black wolf, which was only like 30-40 yards from her, and to have lights around camp is a big plus. So definitely going to be putting this to use. You will see it in future videos, and like I said, there will be a link in the description below. Go check out Bluetti, and if you like this video, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. We greatly appreciate it, and give Bluetti a shout out for sponsoring this video and letting us try their piece of equipment out.
Yeah, definitely super excited to see it in action. And
we wish you folks good health and happiness, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys later.
There will be some videos at the end of this little clip here of me running power tools off of. I will be using skill saw and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Bluetti. We appreciate it and the opportunity that you've given us to try out this amazing piece of equipment.
Well, we got a little worm drive hooked up to the Bluetti 200. We'll see if she cuts. See, the skill saw ran right over to the Bluetti. I have my light hooked up. So yeah, this is a pretty great machine. Especially if I am going to be doing, I'm gonna shut it off. Anyhow, I just shut it off. But to have this machine, you know, at the property, or, you know, if I need to cut a board or something like that and I'm away from power, is pretty awesome. You know, I can carry that around in a truck. It's not very heavy. I'll look up the weight on it and put it in this video as well. But just to have that on hand for lights, charging batteries and stuff like that. You know, I have cordless power tools. Be nice just to charge batteries, but very, very impressed by this machine. So yeah, if you folks would like to go check out Bluetti, I'll drop a link in the description. They have numerous power stations. If you're off grid, even on grid, you know, and power goes out and you need to run some appliances or something in your house, or say a freezer, it works. And very thankful Bluetti reached out to us and allowed us to try this wonderful product. So thank you folks for watching, greatly appreciate it. Wish you good health and happiness as always, and go check out Bluetti.